Question 25. This table gives information about the time taken in seconds by 18 students to run a race. Right, I see one of them ran it between 5 and 10 seconds, two of them, and then 7 of them, and then 8 of them. I'm guessing that all of these have to add up to 18. Let's just check. Yes, they do, because there are 18 students altogether, weren't there? Okay, work out an estimate for the mean time. Well, this one person, we're going to assume that he took the midpoint, aren't we? So we're going to assume he did 7.5. These 2 people, we're going to assume that they both took 12.5. These 7 people, we're going to assume that they took 17.5. And these 8 people, we're going to assume that they took 22.5 seconds each. So let's add up the total times. 1 times 7.5, 7.5. 2 times 12.5 is 25. 7 times 17.5 is 122.5, and then 8 times 22.5. 8 times 22.5 is 180. So let's add that up, and that'll tell us the total amount of time that all the 18 people took. Okay, so adding up the total amount of time, that altogether they took 335 seconds. So the mean, the average time per person is 335 divided by 18. And I see that it asks me, by the way, that is 18.61 recurring. And here it says, give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. So there's my cutoff point. So the answer is 18.6. Right, question 26. Aha, right. 37 cubic centimeters and cubic millimeters. How many cubic millimeters in a cubic centimeter? Well, there are 10 millimeters in a centimeter. So there are 10 times 10 square millimeters in a square centimeter. 10 times 10 times 10 cubic millimeters in a cubic centimeter. So the answer is there are 1,000 cubic millimeters in a cubic centimeter. So I'm going to do 37 times 1,000 to give me the answer 37,000. Okay, let's do number 27. Nemo was driving to a hotel. He looked at his sat-nav at 13:30. Look at this, here we go, 13:30, he's got 65 miles to go. He arrived at the hotel, a bit later, look, 14:48. I wonder how much later that is, out of interest. It's an hour from 13:30 to 14:30, then another 18 minutes, isn't it? Okay, so that's 1 hour and 18 minutes, which, by the way, is 78 minutes. I don't know why I'm working this out, but you never know, it might be useful. Work out the average speed of the car. Count the average speed of the car from that time to that time. You must show all your working. And does it tell me? It doesn't tell me what... Oh, look, units. Here's the answer in miles per hour. Okay, well, I know that he travelled 65 miles in 78 minutes, don't I? So I can work out how many miles he travelled per minute by doing 65 divided by 78. So he travelled 0.83 recurring miles per minute. So I suppose if I want miles per hour, I'm just going to times by 60. So I've still got that number on my calculator. So I times by 60. That gives me 50 miles per hour. 50.